tested by dipping them in water and rolling them in sand. Most of them jammed or failed to eject shells properly. But one gun kept firing smoothly without a single problem, the world-famous AK-47. The man behind this weapon was Mikhail Kalashnikov. He had once been a tank driver, but during a battle, his tank was destroyed by enemy fire, leaving his arm severely injured. While being taken to the hospital, he noticed something troubling. Soldiers' rifles were unreliable. The magazines got damaged in water, and the springs froze in the cold. Faulty weapons were costing lives. That moment sparked an idea in his mind. He would design a gun that never failed. Once recovered, Kalashnikov returned to his old machine workshop and asked for permission to create a new weapon. Because he was skilled with machinery, he was given a small room to work in. In just 3 days, he designed the first version of the AK-47. His arm wasn't fully healed, so he sought help from a few workers. Together, they built the first prototype. When the gun was tested, it performed perfectly. Every shot hit the target. Excited by the success, Kalashnikov went to the Army headquarters to get official approval. But the guards mistook him for a terrorist and detained him. Later, an officer tested the gun himself and was amazed by its precision. Still, the rules required the weapon to win the annual shooting competition before it could be approved. A general was invited to test it and was deeply impressed. He recommended Kalashnikov represent the army at the competition. Kalashnikov was sent to the Moscow Arms Institute and given his own workspace. Unfortunately, during the first test, his gun malfunctioned and was rejected. Heartbroken, he began his journey back home. On his way, an officer stopped him and offered another chance to build a better machine gun. Determined to prove himself, Kalashnikov worked tirelessly on a new model. The test went well, but once again, his design wasn't selected. He was crushed by disappointment. Soon after, Germany surrendered and the war ended. While the world celebrated peace, Kalashnikov felt defeated. He thought his invention was no longer needed. As he prepared to go home, an officer handed him a note saying that the need for new weapons still existed. Encouraged, he returned to his workshop, learned from his past mistakes, and started again. 2 years later, a new version of the AK-47 was complete. When tested, every bullet hit the target perfectly. However, since he tested it without permission, the guards arrested him once more. But Kalashnikov smiled. He knew he had built something extraordinary. Brought before a general who was also a gun designer, he quickly disassembled his rifle, showing how simple yet durable it was. The general was astonished and approved his participation in the official trials. During the final test, all competing rifles were soaked in water and rolled in sand. Most jammed instantly. But when the AK-47's turn came, it fired continuously without a single error. Every shot was on target. Kalashnikov had won. Mass production of the AK-47 began soon after. In 1949, he proudly watched a military parade where every soldier carried the rifle he had designed. Though the AK-47 never saw combat in that war, today it is used in over half of the countries of the world. It became not only the most widely used rifle in history, but also one responsible for countless deaths. Yet, as Kalashnikov believed, guns themselves aren't evil. It's the people who misuse them that are.